Hello Pokemon trainers, Professor Chime here, and today I have just a crazy story to tell. I don't even have any real words. It's taken me this long, through the day, to try to figure out how I want to put this. But I had an amazing thrift store find. So, my wife and I were trying to find a shelf. We just needed a shelf. So we went to some thrift stores. We were trying to find something cheap. And it's very specific what we were looking for. And it was kind of a bust, honestly. We went to one prior and there was just nothing good for a good price. There was one that you could buy in a store for like $40 that they had for $50 kind of deal. So we went to this other thrift store. So we look at all the furniture, everything's okay, it's just not exactly what we were looking for. So we were looking around the whole establishment. There was different types of furniture and toys and games and CDs, even cassette tapes. I think I even saw an 8-track. So we're just looking through and we considered it a complete bust. We were on our way out the door. Now, earlier in the day, we were at a thrift store and I ended up saying to her, well, I remember there was someone in Burbank City Pokemart, or in Burbank City. If you are on Facebook, you probably know about Burbank City. And there was someone that had gotten a bag of cards, and they had gotten a really good deal, that you could tell that they got a bunch of stuff for a good price. And I said, I wish I could have that happen. Just because it was a good deal, and you never know, in a bag of cards, like a big freezer style bag. Well, we got to one of the thrift stores and there was baseball cards like that. And I didn't really care about the baseball cards. I don't collect baseball cards. So we're at this last thrift store. We're about to call it a complete bust. And I see something in the corner of my eye, just up on a shelf, behind the front desk. I see something, and I'm like, it looks familiar. And it was the Team Rocket logo, but not just the big red R. It was the one from the Team Rocket expansion, way back in the day. It was like the 5th expansion that came out when it came to the original Pokemon trading card game, the old Wizards of the Coast stuff, right? So we ended up having, I said, hold on, I think I see something interesting. Corner of my eye. Keep in mind, I'm there for a shelf. And I walked to the counter, I said, what's in that bag? And the girl behind the counter says, oh, I just moved that up. She said, I think it's Pokemon cards. And I said, can I see those? She said, sure. So I'm already realizing that it's a booster pack that I see. Just a flat out Team Rocket booster pack. And I'm like, man, those are worth a good amount of money on their own. And as a collector, as someone who deals with Pokemon cards on a daily basis, it was just awesome. So as she pulls it down, I catch a glimpse of a different logo, and I about had a heart attack. It was the E, the old Pokemon E card logo, and I realize it's coming off of a booster pack. So I'm going to tell you about this bag. It was a Ziploc bag. I am not sponsored by Ziploc, but if you would like to sponsor me, Ziploc. You can notice that it says $125. I want you to understand that this bag was full. And it was $125. So I said, may I take them out of the bag and go individually look at them? And there was now a woman there that was kind of supervising a little bit, as well as the girl, the original girl. And they said, no problem. I said, I'm just going to take them over to this chair, and I want to take them out and look at them and see what's in there. You know, I was like, maybe, you know, see if they're real kind of thing. Spoiler alert, they're real. They're all real. Okay. So I'm sitting here going through them individually and realize that it's well worth the money at the $125. I don't realize how much worth it is, and I'm gonna try to put the prices somewhere on the screen as I'm showing them because... Okay. I'm gonna start with the one you know about. This is a Team Rocket Beckett and Associates. It's the Team Rocket Booster Blaster. It comes with 2 booster packs. Now, that's cool on its own. This is kind of like what you can get in like Walmart nowadays. A little bit of history about it. It's very similar to that kind of style, like those mystery packs you see on the Pokemon aisle over in Walmart. That, you know, it might come with a, you know, booster, you know, an old booster pack or an old card or whatever. Back during the Wizards era, you had just get a couple of booster packs, and it was because at the time these were considered old. So that's cool that I got one of these. Or did I? I got 5 of these. I got 5 Team Rocket Booster Blaster double packs. So that's 10 Team Rocket cards right here in my hand. And I double checked it out of curiosity, and they all weigh a little differently from each other. I won't really spoil any of that, but I will tell you that there's at least one of each of the original arts. I'm going to show that right now. So this is the Gyarados art. There we go. There it is, the Gyarados art. Love that Gyarados. That's meant to be like the Dark Gyarados. And then on this side is Giovanni. At the time it was just Rocket Boss, I think. I don't even think that he was named in the pack. I could be wrong. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. Then there is... They're packaged very well. And this is one with Jesse and James. Some really good art. I love the art on these. This is beautiful. And then the last one, I only got one of these. This is the 4th art that shows all of them. There we go. It has all 3 on it, as you can see. And oh. So, I'd be happy there, just because that's a really cool find. But we're not done. We are so not done. I'm going to interlude, because there was some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in there. And I'm going to show some of the older, and there's 3 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh! They're not worth nearly as much, but they can be, especially in blister pack form, like I have 2 of them. So I'm going to start with the Labyrinth of Nightmare. And that should be like, I think it's 2003, 2004, somewhere in there. Most of these are, and these 2 are blister packs. So there's that. The blister packs, on the other hand, we have Metal Raiders. There we go. Is a blister pack. And you can tell they're all legit because, like, you can see the actual like, don't steal this tag on it, the magnetic strip. And there's that again. That there. And then the last one is Pharaoh's Servant. And this one is not open, nor has it been unsealed, but the edge is coming off a little bit. It's old. Pharaoh's Servant blister pack. These are in very good condition for what they are, though. Just insane. So, here's another one called Gym Heroes. I have some booster packs for Gym Heroes. A handful. Like, there's nine? There's 9 of these. So, here, this will be the picture in the as the thumbnail. There we go. So, I have one of each of the arts, and I'm going to show those off. But just know that there is actually 9 of them here. So the first one is, we'll do them in order. It's Brock. So these are in very good condition. There is one booster pack that is slightly, like, it's not that it's like ripped open or anything, but like the edge of it, it's one of them that I'm not showing you, I don't think. The edge, you can tell it's gone through a lot, honestly. So here's Brock. And here is Misty. I love the art on these. I think these are the arts that they use on some of the cards, like on the corners of the cards themselves, to say it's, you know, like Misty Staryu, for instance. Gym Heroes came out, I believe it was where you had like a base Jungle Fossil, and then you had Team Rocket. So Rocket's the 4th one. 5th and 6th was Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge. And it was the first 4 gym leaders for Kanto and the last 4 gym leaders for Kanto. And here's Surge here, while I'm telling you. It was a very cool set because it really focused on Pokemon that they had in the games, but also Pokemon you may not have known that they had. Like, it was some really out there Pokemon where it's like, oh, you know, it's Brock's something or other, and you're like, did he have one of those? Here's the Erica here. And the back of them all look the same here. I love the old Wizards of the Coast cards. You can actually see where it says Wizards of the Coast there, and it's a Nintendo licensed product. But aside from that, the expert level. I love older cards like that because I believe the Magic cards did the same thing. It was a series of like starter level and expert level and stuff like that. There was, I think, an intermediate level. I could be wrong. And it was meant to be like, oh, well, you're starting out, cool. You're buying the deck, the theme deck. But if you're buying booster packs, then you're in an expert level where you know how to make your own decks and stuff like that. And that was the logic that they had. There was another game that they kind of created it for to do that, but that was the logic behind it. So, last things last. The one that has the E, the E cards. I got 5 of these. They're all in blister packs. They're all in very fantastic condition. Not quite mint, to be honest, but the packaging on majority of them are, I would judge them as very good. Very good to near mint in a couple of them. So, it's Aquapolis. Or Aquapolis. I've been calling it Aquapolis. Tell me in the comments below how you pronounce it if you're watching this. So, I got a full set and an extra Tyranitar. I'm going to show the Tyranitar here. This is beautiful. The Pokemon E Aquapolis set is the scene for big-time battles. With 186 cards, the largest set ever, only the best Pokemon trainers will conquer this mysterious coastal city. Each player must have a 60-card deck, blah, blah, blah. Some cards can be run through the e-reader for the Game Boy Advance to unlock additional functions, each sold separately. So, that's the e-reader cards. I call them just Pokemon E cards. So, you already saw the Tyranitar. This one here, this art is really cool. It's like CGI style art, so it makes me wonder if they got the art from like Pokemon Stadium kind of stuff, or this era would have been like around Coliseum. I could be wrong. Premium card odds are approximately 1 in 27, so that's really cool knowing that. You have Scizor, depending on how you pronounce it. There is the Arcanine. This one is the one I was seeing on the sale. People were selling them for crazy amounts, and the blister packs like up to like $400 sold. And it's crazy. Just this one by itself, $400. I'm going to, like I said, I somewhere on the screen I'm going to say prices. So I'm still researching them as I record this, but I wanted to get the video done. The last one is Entei. And this is Entei here. It's great. Just, I don't know. Like, remember, this was $125, so I'm still reeling from the excitement. Like, I was shaking as I'm looking at them sitting in the chair trying to look at what's in the bag. So this is now a couple hours later. I've had a chance to calm down. I got to show it off on Twitter, so you may have already seen it on Twitter, and you may have seen it if you're in Burbank City. You've probably already seen it as well. So I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I may open some. That'll be a video if I open any of them. If I say, maybe I want to open a couple of the Gym Heroes or, something like that. That would be really cool. Just to be able to show some more historical side of things. I don't know. I might open a Team Rocket. Like I said, these Team Rockets are in the Beckett, they're sealed in. That's how I know these things are minty in here, because these things tended to get put into a packaging, and that's where, it's a clamshell that's unopenable. It's completely unopenable. But Beckett and Associates, it's even got the plastic where it says Beckett and Associates, so I'm going to trust that these are real, and these were just meant to be sold the way they were. One thing that I do want to note is the most hilarious part of all of this is there's a price tag on this one. It was clear this was the original price tag at some point, because booster packs, about $4, right? Depending on where you are, what store you're in and stuff. It's right at about $4. So I'm guessing that whatever store this was sold in was taking it took it and said 2 booster packs. That's normally about $8. So when it went into this kind of blister here, they probably made it $6. Well, there's a tag over the tag that is the $6 one. I'm pretty sure that's what that says. Yeah, that is a 6. You can kind of see it through it a little bit. But this tag is, it's hard to see, it's a little blurry. It says $3.99. So it was 2 booster packs. This had been clearanced out. Someone bought them on clearance. It was an old set. I bet they probably bought it around the time of next set or two over, that they're going into 2002 era, where this has already been out for a while. And so it was a kind of a throwback. And at $3.99, that means that this person spent 4 times 5, so $20 on 10 booster packs. They got a heck of a deal, I'm sure. Because they're all the same booster pack. The only difference is some of them have a different art, but they're all the booster blasters. And then on the back it's slightly different too. But it's meant to be the exact same thing. They're all made by Beckett. You can see the plastic on them. They're legit. They're 100% legit. So thank you so much for joining me for this journey. That's the only word I've got. That this is amazing. This is we did some preliminary math, and as of recording this, it came out to be total, and keep in mind, $125 US. It comes out anywhere between $2,300 and $2,900, somewhere in there, depending on how much I sell specific items for. But in any case scenario, at the $2,900 level, that means that I spent $6.25 per item in the bag. So, where that might not have been worth it for the Labyrinth and Nightmare, that might be a $5 item. All the other items, that is a really good deal. So, don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, come on, guys. You're watching me. You've made it 20 minutes in or more. Come on. Like and subscribe. I do this kind of stuff as often as I can. This is a weird rarity, but I had to share the moment with my fans. I had to share the love here, and you guys are always so great when it comes to my unboxings, just because of all that. So, like I said, I might end up doing some unboxings, but hit that like and subscribe, and stay cool. As always, just stay cool. You guys are awesome, and all of you. It's just great. So, stay cool, Pokemon trainers, and have a great night.